better reason to use more. All right, welcome back to the show. It is about 6 minutes after the hour. I have my next guest, good friend of mine, James Moore, running for the District 2 Bay County Commission seat. The election's not over yet. We still have a general election. James, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself this morning?
Doing pretty good.
How your boys doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Glad to hear that. I tell you, I'm sure they're liking the 4 days or 5 days out of school.
Yeah, well, yes, anyway. So you decided to toss your hat in the ring when you saw that Robert Carroll, your opponent, was running unopposed.
Yeah, as a libertarian, that really kind of that kind of irks us. It's almost like blasphemy. Someone getting into office without an election.
I'm the same way, James. I just, just for somebody that's not there to run unopposed, not say anything bad about Robert Carroll.
No, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, just simply saying that someone should always.
And that's exactly what, I had no intention of running. I really didn't, Darrell. I don't need the money. I don't need to put my life out there for everybody to look at it and find my privacy where I've done wrong, where I've done good. And like you said before, it takes a special person to do this.
Yeah.
And my wife and our privacy is going to be looked at, and we're going to be put under the microscope. What did you do bad? What did you do good? And,
they'll go all the way back till you were 12 years old and pull the little girl's hair in the seat. I mean, it's nasty.
I've been told that I took money from a church Royal Rangers on a pine box derby and didn't give them back their pine box derby, and how I got arrested for growing marijuana really was bird seed. I mean, just all sorts of stuff out there. And and the point is, I am here to serve the people of Bay County. I don't have an agenda. I don't care about seeing my name on the door at the county commission office. All I want to do is serve the people of Bay County. I'm at that point in my life where I can. My kids are grown. My business does well. This is a way to promote my business at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it as a win-win, whether I win the election or lose the election. The point is, I'm wanting to serve Bay County like I've been doing since I came here in 1974 as the youngest and lowest ranking enlisted person at the Bay County Navy base.
in the new United States Navy.
Oh, well, Lord have mercy. Any dirty bills down there at the boatyard, I had to clean. I mean, I was at E2, and if it was dirty and nasty, I got in it.
All right, James, I was going to the Bay County Supervisor's Elections website, and I looking up some of your candidate statements and everything, and I've known you for a long time personally, and saw you, my friend, and you've really been very active in the community.
Yes.
Through most especially, I didn't know how much volunteer work you did at Haney, New Horizons, and many of the lifetime members of the AMVETS, member of American Legion. What would you like to see done? I mean, what would you bring to the county commission if elected?
God, I guess the biggest thing is you've got to take care of the basics. And if you look at our counties to the west of us, like Walton and Okaloosa, infrastructure. I mean, before you pave roads, you've got to have the piping and the easements bought and get everything ready to get that infrastructure ready. And that's the biggest thing. If we want Bay County to grow, we better start planning to get our infrastructure right, get everything where we can take care of it for growth and make it. I'm really upset about the 5,200 families that are paying twice as much for water as anybody else in Bay County.
I was shocked.
There's got to be a better way.
I was shocked that any incumbent made it through the election. I really was.
I'm shocked.
The way those people were treated was disgraceful.
It still is.
And it still is. And to accept the fact that nothing is going to be done about it is just unacceptable.
There's got to be a way to do it. I mean, we have $12.5 million worth of retail property that I found on the books. And I said, can we sell that? And I went and talked to the county manager. No, those are ship and sell programs we bought in foreclosure, and we can't sell those. I said, but they're considered assets. Well, they're considered assets, but we can't sell them. I said, who's paying for the insurance on them? Well, we are. Well, who's paying for this and that? We are. I'm going, wait a minute, these are not assets, these are liabilities.
Yeah, these are properties that are purchased through state funds.
Yes.
Yes. I don't think most people know how many homes, brand new homes, are built for the citizens in Bay County for free.
If people would go to the Bay County Supervisor Elections Office and just look up Bay County, who owns property appraiser's office, I got it wrong, Dan Sewell's office, and look how much property is owned by Bay County Commission. There is over $12.5 million worth of private residential property that's owned by the Bay County Commission, and that doesn't include sweaty palms, barefoot palms. I mean,
I screamed loudly to the rafters when I ran for county commission over that, and it is still sitting out there. is still a blight, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You see the sewer tubes coming up out of the ground. It just, well, I'm just, like I said, I was amazed that any incumbent was able to.
Well, what amazes me also is the fact that after you serve, what is it, 2.5 terms, or I don't know how long it is, you become automatically where you get a retirement fund. And I'm sitting here going, I have to work, in business, private business, or any business. If you work for a company, whatever, you have to work a minimum of 20 years or so, or a teacher or whatever. But what, after 7, 8 years, you've got a guaranteed income? People shouldn't serve more than 2 terms, in my opinion. And that is where term limits come in at the ballot box. But I feel like Jack Nicholson, I need to have shock therapy.
Well, yeah, you were listening earlier when I said
I'm going,
I don't know that it'll work.
I don't know either. I think our frontal lobes are completely fried.
All right. You saw spring break was a big issue.
Yes, it was.
What's your feelings on it? I know your business is on the other side of town and probably wasn't.
It was affected. It was affected as well because we get a lot of people from we're a AAA shop. We get a lot of kids that come down here and their cars overheat or whatever. And so we didn't make as much money on that because we didn't have it. I know something needed to be done. We already had enough laws on the books. The biggest thing I hate is, as a libertarian, I think for every law you make, you need to get rid of 2 more.
I agree.
But what we ended up doing is we put these draconian measures in place where, to force the beach to be a different place, to send the word out to the public that we are not going to take it anymore. And maybe this is good or bad. We will know more next year, but there's got to be a balance. There's got to be. That's
the key. We're going to have to get a year or 2 underneath our belt to know whether it was good or bad.
And I don't know. I mean,
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
We're going to have to. In other words, if there's more folks, more feet in beds throughout the rest of the years, then we've done okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's too quick to tell. I know when the construction industry died,
oh golly,
there wasn't that big of a hubbub about that, though.
Well, construction business dies. That affects people that are buying homes or building homes, and that's a kind of a small minority, relatively speaking. But it does affect all of us. But when you've got people in the service industry out there that are depending on spring break to get them through the summer and get them through next year, which I think they say they get 80% of their income during spring break. I don't know.
How is that?
I have no idea.
How does that work?
I have no idea.
Of your income in 6 weeks period.
I don't know, but apparently they do for somehow or another because people apparently have more money. They have sense, I guess, when they come to the beach. And I don't figure it out, but only thing I know is they say this, and I have people right now that it affects me because they can't bring their cars to get fixed. Now, I'm not the cheapest shop in the world, don't want to be, but I got people calling me up and say, I can't afford to get this work done anymore. I said, why not? I said, well, my hours been cut back. I'm a 29er now. And I go, oh boy, one of those. And it's tough. And the middle class is shrinking. And as Bay County Commissioner, on this side of the bridge, so to speak, we're dying. This part of the bridge, everything's being sucked out to the Pier Park area, in my opinion. And we, like Callaway, Cedar Grove, Springfield, all these areas over here, we need to figure out how we're going to make businesses more attractive. And that's where it's going to take people getting involved with our government. Because the way I look at it, if you don't run government, government's going to run you.
That's exactly right. Now, the problem, it's not a really problem. That's people using their feet to make decisions.
Yes.
Now, there's allegedly going to be a big new, brand new, spanking new, kind of a Destin-type shopping center across from the Panama City Mall.
I've heard that.
Which, someday. I don't know if I'll live to see it or if you'll live which someday. I don't know if I'll live to see it or if you'll live to see it, but someday. Now, I know that's probably going to hurt the Panama City Mall, but that may be the shot in the arm. People are going to the beach because stuff is new.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they like new stuff. And that's just what people do. And you either stay ahead of that or you don't.
And that's exactly, if you don't start planning for the future, in business, you're either moving forward or you're going backwards. You're not standing still. And you use statistics to measure your growth and productivity, and that's how it works. And right now, the average, if I'm not mistaken, the average family in Bay County takes home around $2,000 a month. And if you keep...
Yeah, I think average income is about 32.
Yeah, and we start figuring taxes and all that stuff come out of it. They're taking home about $2,000. And if you got more than... If more than half your income goes towards rent, and then the other, you got 20% instead of 10% going towards water and all the other things that go... Families are living on less than $700 a month.
Well, half of your money goes to put a shelter on your head, and the other half, nearly half, goes to health insurance.
Yeah.
Now that it's
you've got a point there. That's right. 25% into the city, county, and then 25% to the school board.
Right.
You're right
All
about that.
James, how do people how can they find out more about
They can find more about me, voteforjamesmorris.com, or they can come by James Auto Center and talk to me. Any way they want to do it, I'm real easy to find, and we'd love for them to be a part of our team. And get on Facebook, too, James Morris for Bay County Commissioner. And
General election will be November 8th.
November 8th.
Because you're running, because you didn't run as a Republican, you ran as a Libertarian.
Correct.
Which is your party.
That's correct.
You will go against Robert Carroll, who is the Republican
Correct.
candidate, on November 8th.
And like I said, I have no axe to grind against anybody. I just think the citizens of Bay County need to figure out what's going to be. And we need to quit the status quo of feeding the winners and losers, making sure that people get fed. Government should be from bottom up. You know, it shouldn't be from top down. And unfortunately, it's where it's been.
They should protect equal rights.
That's
not
right.
Provide equal things.
That's right.
All right, James. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We fix it right, guaranteed. Beep, 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 yeah.